There is nothing left alive on Earth. The rivers are gone, the cities are rubble under the dust, and there is one set of footprints crossing it. The man walking is barefoot, white-haired, and older than any human being has ever been. His name is Bruce Banner, and he is somewhere past 200 years old. What he notices most is the quiet. No engines, no voices, nothing frying in a pan. He has forgotten what any of it sounded like. Every so often he says his own name out loud, just to hear a human voice make a word. He is not entirely alone. Something follows him at a distance of exactly 10 feet and never closes it and never goes away. He would like very much to die. He has wanted it for a long time. And he cannot, because the other one will not let him. The world was not taken from humanity. Humanity did it, with the thing it was proudest of learning. It ended in fire everywhere at once, and there was nobody left to write down whose fault it had been. The Hulk walked through that war and did not care about the millions. He cared about two things, and one of them was being left alone. What did reach him was the sound, the explosions, and then the crying afterwards, and the children who did not get up. Those bothered him, and he never worked out why. Everyone Banner loved died in the ordinary way, of age, while he kept going. Rick Jones, Betty, her father, the man who spent his life shouting at him, all of them gone, and the Hulk still standing in the dust. There is a memorial park where the heroes are buried, all of them, and he walks through it and finds Captain America's shield still lying where it was left. Not one of them lived to see it. They spent their lives stopping things from beyond the sky, and the world was finished off by the people who lived in it. Afterwards, the Hulk went home, to the desert in New Mexico, to the cave where the bomb first went off in Banner's face, and sealed the two of them inside it. They stayed in there in the dark with a radioactive spring for company, days, then months, then years. And then something arrived that could talk back. It calls itself a recorder. It came from the Rigel sector, it has been on Earth for some time, and it is astonished to find him breathing. A human has survived. How inconvenient. It was sent by a number of races to document the end of the human species, and it has been quietly finishing the paperwork. Banner asks the obvious question, do they want to learn from our mistakes? And the recorder tells him no, they only want to be certain that everyone is dead. He asks it to kill him. It asks whether he genuinely wishes to die, and he hears himself say no before he can stop it. Reflex after 200 years. The recorder tells him he will change his mind. It will not do the job itself. Killing is outside its function, it only records, so it leaves its floating camera behind to watch him until he is finished. Then it says farewell, and it is gone, and the last human being on Earth is on his own, with a machine that will not stop looking at him. So he climbs, and he steps off. He tries to do it fast, without thinking, so the other one will not have time to notice. It does not work, it never works. The Hulk hits the ground instead of him, and gets up out of the crater annoyed. Banner tried to kill himself, and the Hulk takes it personally. There is one thing left on Earth that still hunts. The insects lived through the war, and in 2 centuries they have got bigger and learned to fly. Banner always knows when they are coming, because the ground shakes before they arrive, and this old body cannot outrun them. He goes down hard, and while they are covering him, he feels the change starting, and he knows he is about to survive again. The Hulk comes up into the middle of them and kills them by the 1,000, and it makes no difference at all. There is no bottom to a swan. So they eat him. They open his skin and take a kidney, and a yard of his insides, and both of his eyes, and his tongue, and he lies there roaring at nothing. And Banner watches the recording afterwards and times it, because he is still a scientist, and there is nobody left to publish for. 18 minutes. Skin, eyes, organs, all of it back, good as new, which means it can happen again tomorrow, and it does. Then something starts hurting in Banner's chest, and it does not stop, and after 2 days, he understands what it is. His own body is failing, not a wound, not a bite, his own cells quietly turning against him. The Hulk's body can go on forever, this one cannot. And lying there working it out, he thinks of Prometheus, who made people out of clay and gave them fire, and was chained to a mountain for it. Birds came every day and ate him, and every night he healed so that it could be done to him again in the morning. Forever, that was the sentence. The Hulk was born in a nuclear flash, the monster the atomic age made, of a man who was standing too close. There were giants on the earth then, Thor and Hercules, Captain America, the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. Every one of them is gone now, along with everybody they saved. The Hulk was the first of them, and he is the last, devoured, healed, and devoured again in an empty world with no end date on it. Banner is on the brink now, and he can see something ahead of him, and it is so clear that he can make out every line of their faces. They are all standing there waiting for him. Betty, Rick, Jarella, his mother, everyone he has outlived by 200 years. They tell him he is almost there, that he can come with them, that all his friends will be waiting and there will be peace. And Banner begs the Hulk to let go. The Hulk sees none of it. He sees a trick and a pain in his chest, and he does what he has always done, which is refuse. He says he does not want friends because friends hurt him, and everyone hurts him. He says he only wants to be left alone. And he changes, and the door closes, and the people waiting for Bruce Banner are gone. The Hulk puts it plainly afterwards. Banner is gone now. He got rid of him last night. He will never let him come back, because if Banner ever came back, the Hulk would die, and everybody who ever tried to kill him would finally have won. So he has it. No Banner, no bugs. He cannot beat eventually, nobody left to need. The strongest one there is, alone on a rock, in a world with nothing on it. And the last thing the Hulk says, sitting there with everything he asked for, is that he feels cold.